Hi, my name is Matt Carroll with World Class Coaching, and today with the help of Academy Sports Coach 2024, I want to talk to you about a session I designed today to help your players develop shooting technique. So what I've done here in this first drill is set up just a little shooting pattern. If you have 3 goals, you can set up 3 of these. You have 4, you can set up 4. You can even do it kind of on tiny goals for accuracy. But what we're really working on here in this drill is we're getting passing involved. We're working on the passing as the setup play to the shot. But then with the shot, we're working on timing it up. We're working on timing up our run, timing up our steps, driving through the ball, just basic shooting technique. So it starts here with a pass from this player to this player, a square ball, and then a square layoff here. And what we're looking for from this player is they're watching the pattern, they're observing it, and they're timing it up. You don't want a player that's waiting for the ball here. Then it's a through ball. And we're going to talk about the goalie being in. If you have goalies, you can have the goalie in there. But we're going to talk about how we're waiting to get time this up. If we run past it too early, the time's gone. If we wait too late, the ball is going to roll too far out of frame. So we're talking about timing up and meeting the ball at contact and striding through the ball. We don't want to be, stopping our run. We don't want to be having to take another touch. We don't want the ball under our feet. So here, when I've done this drill, I see the first couple of times they're so eager to go. It's like, all right, pass, go. And the ball's under their feet. They're kind of chuffing it out and then having to take a shot. Or they're waiting too long and the ball is coming out of frame and their shot's coming from, like, say, this angle. All right. So we're working on the footwork here. We're working on timing things up. We're working on chopping our feet. We're working on delaying our run. And eventually we're working on striking the ball cleanly here. Within this, you can talk about righty, lefty. You can talk about, hey, if I wait a little bit longer, I can get this on my left. If I attack it, it's on my right. All kind of technical things we want to be working on here. And we're working on striking the ball here. Let me erase these. Oh, I didn't erase anything. We're working on striking the ball here and timing it up and having, a sweet strike, landing on our planting foot, all those things. With a little slow roller. So it's kind of teeing itself up. And now we're going to work on hitting the ball as it moves from with a little more pace. Next drill here. Should just clear it off. Don't know why I didn't do that. All right. So here we have a goal. I'll set up 6 cones here. Pen out. So one in the corner here, one in the corner here, one right next to the goal, one here, and one here. So all the balls will be over at these cones. All right. And the players will rotate. Clockwise. So this player's at this cone, they'll move to this cone. And it was the same for the triangle. I missed that. Let me go back to that. When the triangle rotates, the triangle shooting we did in the first drill, when they rotate, the player at this cone goes out of the drill. The player at this cone goes to this cone, and the shooter goes to this cone. You just rotate clockwise. Same thing. So trying to create, with shooting, I feel like the trouble is always you can't have one person shooting. You don't want to put a lot of people in front of the net. You don't want to have tons of shots to the goalie, all that stuff. So making a clear and consistent rotation for the players and making it very simple. There isn't like, you move here, now you go to this cone. It's just moving in a circle, moving a triangle. It's going to make things a little bit easier for the players to try to hopefully keep them out of the frame of goal while shooting's going on. So here we start with this player plays a ball with a little bit of pace, but we don't want it going to the player. We want it kind of coming to middle of the goal. We want the player and the ball to meet in frame. When we're talking about in frame, we mean within the posts, drawing an imaginary line all the way here. We like them to make the ball in frame. Now we're working on here as you're making a run. You're not standing still and then delaying your run and then hitting the ball. You're making a run and you're timing up your strides to be able to strike this ball. And the first time you run this, the first couple balls are going to go flying over because what's generally going to happen is the ball is going to be bouncing a little bit. It's going to be moving at pace. And the player is going to strike under the ball to get it to fly over the goal. So we're going to talk about here getting our chest over the ball. We're going to talk about aiming a little bit higher up on the ball with our placement to keep it down. We're going to work on, we don't have to rear up this. Players will come back, rear the leg back, all the way back, like with a regular shot, try to smoke it, and the ball goes, 40 feet over. We'll talk about here about you're really just kind of re-guiding because the energy is already in the ball. The pass is creating the energy in the ball. You're just redirecting that energy into side netting, hopefully. Middle pass is the only one that's a little bit different. We play this one in the air to this player who takes a touch to take the ball down off their body and then set up a shot. And then on this end, it's the same thing where we're meeting within frame and the player is making the run here. And then again, you just rotate. So this player goes to here. This player goes to here. Oh, not there. This player goes to here. Player here. Player here. And what it should do is keep everyone out of the shooting box and allow for a pretty clean shooting session. What I'd go from there is try to make it a little more live. So put a goal on each end. We'll divide this game in half. We'll create a neutral zone here in the middle. And so we'll have a 3v3 of attacking players. 3 defending players. And if I can get it over there, neutral players. The third other team is off. So black is attacking this goal against yellow. Yellow, then, if they win the ball, they have to get into the neutral grid. If they get into the neutral grid, black becomes the team that's off. Yellow then can attack red. And you just do, if black scores, they get the ball, they go into the neutral zone, and they attack red. So it's just a 3v3 plus a third other team. So you're seeing a lot of transition here. But within the triangle, what you should see is, because we're moving the ball around, it's a smaller area, and the defense can kind of sit in front of the net and pack things up. You're going to have to see them have to move the ball to try to open things up, to open up the defense, which would be pretty compact. And in doing so, we should see opportunities where the ball is rolling, and we have to hit it one time, striding through the ball and finding shots here, especially quick on the counterattacks over here. And then what I would do from here is I would go into your scrimmage, or you can go into a transition game. Sometimes, ending with especially a shooting session, I'll end it with a transition game where you have, if I can get back there, maybe a 4v4 here with goalies, small side, whatever works. But you'll also have another team waiting out here. In yellow. We'll have 4v4 out here. And then 4 players waiting off in the wings. So if black scores, they get to stay on. This yellow team goes off. The goalie for black plays the ball out to the team black. This yellow team comes on. And black is going to try to hit them on the transition. And in doing so, again, we should see a lot of opportunities where we're either setting up a shot, like we worked in the second drill, or we're finding those quick 1-2s and opening one-timer shots within this. And again, you maybe want to end on this, or maybe you do this and then go and do a scrimmage. But either way, I think you're getting a lot of repetitions of your players striking the ball in motion, striking the ball from different angles, which is the shooting technique itself, and also talking about shooting within frame and trying to find better angles for your players' shot selection. So I'd love to hear in the comment section some of the things you do for teaching the shooting technique, especially in the first drill. I'm always looking for different technique ways to kind of work that in, get a lot of shots up, but do it in a safe way, especially with a lot of players. Sometimes we use this for like in the gym, but it's very crowded. What are some things you do that kind of declutter the shooting session? So one more time, my name is Matt Carroll with World Class Coaching with Help Academy Sports Coach 2024. I hope this session finds you well.